inches of mercury.
Pretty much down the runway, a little bit of a left
Municipal Airport.
310 was the last. Let's see what he says here.
194.
But we might have to use a little bit of left aileron as we're rolling if we start feeling our stuff's getting pushed to the right. Okay, we got a full power. Yeah, engine instruments look good. Airspeed's alive. Oh. And get that right on the horizon. Let's let our airspeed get right up to about 80. Need to trim down a little bit. Is it fighting you? Try to set the top of the engine cowling right about on the horizon, then double check our airspeed.
Council's traffic, Cessna 8 Echo Sierra, turning final runway 32, Council Plus.
I didn't quite hear everything the one guy said, except that he was a
Council traffic, Cessna 7 Mike Alpha, crossing runway 36.
It's a bit steep. We're staying white next to white, so we're kind of high, but let's just see what we can do with this one. Stay nice and smooth. We're just getting just a little bit slower at 65. Just be ready with the throttle if you need it. Looks like we got the runway made, no problem. So start to take that power back out. Now look all the way down to the end, all the way down. A little bit of right rudder. Feel the nose going to the left. So right rudder to straighten out. I know we're off the center line, but let's just work on tracking straight down. Power's all the way to idle. I'm going to bring your flaps up. We're going to go full power. Just make sure trim's still here. Let's go full power. Let's do touch and go out of it. Just maintain directional control. Remember, you're going to need some right rudder. Once all that power comes in, you'll have the left turning tendencies. There we are at VR right there. Rotate. Try to put that cowling right on the horizon.
Southwest traffic consistent 51 Alpha flaps.
We're just a little bit slow, so we got nose up just a little higher than we try to get right to 80. And then I always try to look for something think about that wind and what it's doing to you, which way it's pushing you, right?
Council's traffic, Cessna 8 Echo Sierra is on final runway 32, Council West.
Just a little bit of power, get just a little low. We definitely don't want our airspeed to get slower. There now, as soon as right in here, you know you got the runway made, just slowly start to take that power back out. Just gradually reduce it, reducing it. Look all the way down the runway. The flare coming, don't stop, just kind of keep it coming. Keep coming with the back pressure on it. Want to go around on this one? I think we're back. I brought your flaps to 0. Go, let's go full power. Airspeed's alive, there's VR. Oh. A little bit of right rudder. Every once in a while, glance at that ball and see if you're doing enough pressure to get right of the runway. So we got to think about it and start our turn to final a little sooner than we would. Still a little high.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of some power. Let's reduce the power.
The final runway 32.
This one will do a full stop. Now look all the way down to the end because you're going to have to do your round out and your flare. You're going to need more back pressure. Oh, come on. Just add a little bit of power to help us kind of cushion just a couple hundred RPM right in there. Just kind of help. There you go. We'll make this one a full stop because I don't want to do a touch and go from this far down the runway. So you can roll to the end.
Council left traffic, that's 7 Mike Alpha, turn left, cross on runway 32.
Starting to push us. A little more left aileron and a little more right rudder.
Council left traffic, that's Mike Alpha, turning left, down on runway 32.
Out again. We don't want to overshoot, so we got to start just a little sooner.
Council's traffic says made Echo Sierra turning final runway 32, Council Plus.
Good. This looks better. So aileron, sorry, we're getting pushed to the right. Aileron to the left and opposite rudder. Now slowly start reducing that power because we don't need it anymore. We know we got the runway made. Look all the way down to the end of the runway. Look at the very end as your good. Power's coming back. Keep that back pressure on the yoke. Bounce up just a little bit.
Turning downwind, runway 32.
Go again. Flaps are at 0. Let's go. Full power. We got like 3 landings out of that one. There it is.
Oh,
there.
Yep,
So now we had
there's
a really nice left cross.
Full Valley traffic 07 Sierra, turn base. Full Valley.
Looks good. This looks good. So you're going to need a little bit of left aileron and a little bit of right rudder. Stay with it. Get us back right over the center line with the aileron, and then use the rudder as you need to straighten the nose out. Power all the way to idle. As soon as we're down, you got to get rid of all that. As soon as those mains are down.
1 knots. Peak gusts 1/6 knots. Visibility
Just
more
a
than.
just a little bit more power so the plane doesn't stop while the nose wheels turn, because then it's really hard to get it going again. Go, and then straighten out before you stop. Make sure we're nice and lined up with the runway. We do have a little bit more of a left crosswind this time. Let's get the nose wheel nice and straight. There you go. Now you can stop, and we'll hold the brakes. So we got flaps 10, mixture's full rich, so we're going to hold the brakes.
Yep.
We're going to go full power. So go ahead and go full power. Engine instruments checked.
Yep.
All right, brakes release. We'll go ahead and release the brakes. Yep, just track the center line with the rudder. We're still going to have a crosswind, so we got to stick with a little bit of left aileron in there. Just be ready. Calling out our airspeed when it's alive. Stay right on that center line. If you need a little more aileron, stay with the aileron. There you go. So now we're going to climb at 60. Stay with this, stay with this. There's 50. Stay with the 60 on your airspeed. There's 100 feet. We just cleared 100 feet. So now put it right back on the horizon like our normal pitch attitude, so that our airspeed will start to build up toward VY. Okay.
Consulos traffic, Cessna 8 Echo Sierra is turning final runway 32, Consulos.
Worked out. We rolled out on center line pretty good. We're a little far out, and we've got red next all the way down to the runway. Don't let it kind of push you around. Keep aiming it right where you want it to go. Now slowly start reducing our power, because we know we got the runway made. Look all the way down the end and start your round out. Start your round out. Start your round out.
Midfield and left downwind to 32.
Power all the way to idle. All the way to idle.
That's all the way back.
Then just kind of stay with that back pressure on the yoke. Don't let go of it yet.
Departing on runway 36, then to the
Mike Alpha, turning left, crosswind, runway 32.